Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank God that He has given us another opportunity to live and to communicate and also to share some words of wisdom and piece of advice. Yesterday, I got some experience that I think it is worth sharing. I'd gone to a shop in a place around Gayaza, and my wife had told me that she needed some few items that were not at home. With me, I had around 50,000 shillings, Ugandan shillings. I think the items included household items, rice, bread, and some other things. And looking at my small budget, I thought to myself, what can I get? What would be enough? Now, moving to a shop and still thinking to myself and still drawing a budget. When I moved to the shop, I find this lady. She looked quite a simple lady who is always doing these casual work or casual activities around town. The lady had 7,000 shillings in her hands, and after consulting, asking the shopkeeper about the prices and costs of things, later on, the lady quickly drew her budget and started buying out her items. I later realized that and saw that everything that she was buying was in quarters. To be precise, she bought a quart of sugar, a quarter of posho, a quarter of rice, and some small amount of cooking oil and other items. And later on, she confidently and happily moved away. And later on, I looked around and saw her purchasing still some other items because she had remained with some little money, I think around 2,000 of her budget. Now, I was left in amazement because with me was, in my budget I had 50,000 and I was struggling to balance my budget and get the items that I needed. Quickly, 2 or 3 of these items, of these aspects came to my mind. I saw confidence in the lady. I saw the elements of problem solving, planning and budgeting, and getting all the items that this person wanted from the shop. And from the shopkeeper, I saw a lot of understanding, elements of being accommodative, and even encouraging the lady. And from here, I came to the full realization of the fact that one, with the little that you have, it is always to fit into your small budget and solve and ensure that whatever you have can be used to solve the problem or the need at hand. Then, of course, as a Christian, we always know and we should remember that whatever we have, the little that we have, God has the ability to use it and to also help us solve our problems. Now, I also struggled through with my 50,000 and I got the items that I needed and I moved out. I was moving away. Well, I was moving away. Now I meet a young man, a gentleman, I think who was also a town dweller, and he bumped into me and guess what he was asking? He started greeting me as Mzee, then later says, you know what, I have not had anything to eat since morning and I'm requesting for 1,000. I looked at the fella and quickly I remembered the lady who was just shopping her way to feed her family with 7,000 shillings. And now this is a strong and energetic young man who is requesting for money. I quickly realize that there's a problem in this country. Later on, to the lady who had just used 7,000 to solve her problem, there's another gentleman who was taking notice of what was going on. Later on, she talked to her, they exchanged some information. She had some simple phone, they exchanged numbers and so on. I realized that the gentleman was actually getting her number to connect her to a company or to an organization to get her unorganized casual work. I also later on went to him and shared and said, what were you exchanging? And said, I noticed some kind of special confidence, planning, and problem solving elements from this lead, and therefore I'm going to get her a job. I also quickly shared with him what I had noticed and what had surprised me, and most importantly, how another just town dweller around had shown me or had brought to picture the negativities of a person who has the negatives of in the same measure. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to have confidence, to take on our problems and challenges the way they are, to be problem solving, to be accommodative, and to be encouraging. And with the little that we have, God will have the ability to help us and to change our situations, and that's where other people or other helpers will come on our way and help us come out of those problems. May God bless all of us as we struggle to survive in this world and also the world to come. I wish all of you good luck.